ओम विश्वानिदेव सवितर दुरितानि परास्व यद्भद्रं तन्नास्व। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ओम शांति शांति शांति। मेरी प्रिय आत्माओं, करुणानिधान भगवान की करुणा आप सभी के लिए कल्याणप्रद हो, यह मेरी आंतरिक शुभकामना। अभी आप सभी मेरे प्रिय शिष्य योगानंद से सांख्य और योग से संबंधित विचार सुन रहे थे। साधन और साध्य दोनों का स्वरूप और प्रयोजन। मैं ऐसा समझता हूं कि जैसे फूड इज वेरी एसेंशियल फॉर आवर बॉडी, same way religion is very essential for our soul. And if I can say that we can use some days, some months without food, but we can't live a single moment without religion. But religion is not only that ritual practice, that dogmatic belief, whatever nowadays people know. Religion is related with your heart and your wisdom. Can you live a single moment without thinking? Can you live a single moment without belief? No, it is impossible. As some person call you, come and take me, and you are replying, yeah, I am coming just. It means you believe yourself that within one moment you will be there. Is sure that you will be there within one moment? May within one moment your heart become stopped and you pass away in 1 second? Who knows? But you have faith in your own self. You have belief in your own self that you will be there within 1 moment. Then you are replying. Faith and thinking. You are thinking in dream too. When you are entering in deep sleep, At that time only, that moment only you become thoughtless. But some psychologists are saying that at that time you are thinking too, when you are in deep sleep. But you are not aware about that thought. Because thought is nothing but waves of your ego. And ego is there in its own causal form. At that stage, your thought is always going. Because where there is life, there must be thought too. Where there is life, there must be awareness too. Due to this, in yoga philosophy, Patanjali said that Nidra is a kind of a mode of mind. Nidra is a kind of, mode of mind, that is kind of state of mind, nothing else. Mind is there, mind is working there, but you are not aware about it. So thought and faith, these two are base of your existence. And thought is property of your wisdom, and faith is the property of your heart. And you can't live without heart and brain. You know about it. You can ask any doctor, and he will tell you that if your brain will stop, you can't be alive, your heart will stop, you can't be alive. Both are very essential for your life. And movement of your brain and thought is called religion. Religion doesn't mean, related with God. If you believe in God, then you are a religious person. No. There are many great religious persons in India that didn't believe in God. As a Lord Buddha. You are not theist, you are totally atheist. He never talk about God. As a Lord Mahavira. He never talk about God. As a Lord Kapila, who gave Sankhya philosophy, he never talk about God. They are not theistic people. They are totally atheistic. But they are great religious teachers. And they established, they introduced a new kind of religion. Religion is way of life. And that way of life is related with your brain and heart. Okay? So religion is more essential than your food and water. In other words, I can say that if you are using your thought for your development, for your achievement, higher achievement, then you are a religious person. If you are using your heart for your higher belief, then you are a religious person. But if your heart and our thought is formed in the natural way, and these are not under your own control, and you are not governing, of both, you are not religious person. Though religion is very essential for your life, but you are not religious. Due to this, you are ruining your life. You are not uplifting your own self, but you are putting your own self into very heinous state. And you are throwing yourself into hell. Hell means place of grief and sorrow. You don't think there is a hell, there is a particular place where is hell and you will die and you will go there, or anybody will die and go there. No. Hell means that state of grief and sorrow, state of suffering, in other words. And heaven means state of happiness. So, if you are using your ability, if you are using your heart and brain on the proper way, then you are progressing. You are going towards happiness. and higher consciousness, higher, blissfulness. But if you are not controlling your thought, if you are not aware what kind of thought is going on in your mind, okay? Your silly mind is always thinking uselessly. You are not aware about that. Why your mind is thinking, what about your mind is thinking, what for your mind is thinking, and you are unable to control your mind, you are unable to watch your thought, then you are not religious person, and I don't think that you can, do any kinds of progress in your life. You can achieve any highest good in your life. And the same story is about your heart too. If your faith, if your belief, if your devotion is not related with higher things, higher ideas, then you are not using properly your heart, because your heart must believe something. If there is heart, there must be belief too, because that is property of heart. As light is the property of sun, as a heat of property of fire. The same way, faith or belief is the property of heart. If your heart, you must believe, you must have faith. But what kind of faith, what kind of belief you have? That is higher, related with higher ideal, related with higher purpose, related with divine, power. If that is related with divine power and higher purpose, either you are believing in God or not, it has no matter, you are a religious person. If your heart is related with infinity, then you are a religious person. Either you are accepting any personal God or not. As I was telling about Lord Buddha, Lord Mahavira, Lord Kapila, they are not believer of God. God is personal God, any form of God. And you will find the same thing in Acharya Shankara too. There are different kind of concept about God. Some people believe God is in this form, and some people believe God is in that form. So there are different concept of God. I don't think that each person, every person can, imagine about God in the same way. No, it is very difficult. Everybody has his own state of mind. Everybody has, different state of his belief. How he can imagine, how he can speculate about unknown power in the same way. Okay? But if you are aware about oneness, if you are aware about divinity, if you are aware about infinite power, you are a religious person. If you are aware about others' pain, others' grief and sorrows, others' suffering, and you have generous heart, if you have pious thought, you are doing something for others, for relieving their grief and sorrows, you are a religious person. It means you are not self-centered person. You are selfless person. You are doing something selflessly for welfare of all beings. You are a religious person. Either you are believing in God or not, it has no meaning. So, you must be aware about this truth. Religion is very, very essential for you, more than food and drink. Okay? You can live without water, you can live without food, but you can't live without religion. In our philosophy, religion has two aspects. That's called philosophy and ethics. Philosophy and ethics. In our language, that's called darshan and niti. Philosophy always clarify, describe that state of your thinking, state of your knowledge, state of your own self. And ethic always teaches you how to lead your life, how proceed towards divinity. So ethics is related with your faith, your acceptance, and philosophy is related with your, wisdom, your knowledge, your thought. And same thing you find in other words, that's called Shruti and Smriti. Shruti means that higher knowledge, and Smriti means in such kind of process through which you can proceed towards divinity and achieve highest good. And Indian philosopher always talk about two aspects of this inverse. First, you must be aware about reality. That's called celestial world, divine world. And other, you must be aware about your present position. That is called terrestrial world. Terrestrial and celestial. Divine and material. And you can think about your own self, you will find two aspects in your own life too. Your physique, whatever is visible, whatever is perceptible, that is material. And there is something that neither will be not perceptible, but that exists in your life, that is called celestial. That is not terrestrial, that is not material, that is divine. You can't touch that. You can't touch that, you can't see that, you can't, use that. So that is not material, that is divine. And that is unchangeable too. Whatever is divine, that is unchangeable. And whatever is material, that is changeable. So changeable and unchangeable, mortal and immortal. In other words, by the language, that is called Mrita and Amrita. Mortal and immortal. You have both aspects in your life. So mortal is changeable, immortal is divine, and immortal is permanent, and mortal is changing in every moment. And both are your own. And both has great place in your own existence. If there is nobody, you can't exist in this form. There are numerous, countless souls in this space, but we are not aware about them. We don't know. And sometimes we can think they are or not, who knows? But we are aware about those people who are figureful, and we are seeing their figure, seeing their structure, seeing their body. It means mortal and immortal, terrestrial and celestial, subtle and gross, divine and material. Both are your own property, in other words. Due to this, in Vedanta philosophy, we believe that same power is the material and efficient cause of this universe. Same power. That's called Brahma. When you will think in this way, you will find yourself, you are Brahma. As we declare in Vedanta philosophy, you are Brahma. You are Brahma means you are both material and celestial. Terrestrial and celestial, material and divine, visible and non-visible. You are both. You have, in your own self, both sides. And your perfect life is related with both. If there is soul, there is no body, you can't be perfect. If there is body but no soul, you can't be perfect too. You will be perfect person when you have body and soul. Okay? Kshara and Akshara. Perishable and imperishable. Then you will be perfect person. Whatever is perfect, that is called Brahma. Due to this, our Vedanta philosophy describes that you are Brahma because you have both property in your one individual life. Due to this, Vedanta teaches us, if you want to know absolute, you must know about your own self. Because whatever is in absolute, that is in your own self too. Okay? And that part which is related with your belief, that is only celestial. But you can't, because you can't see that, you can believe only. But that part which you can describe, that is terrestrial. You can describe that. You can analyze that. Due to this, Sankhya philosophy teaches always, you must describe nature. You must analyze nature. Don't believe in nature. Okay? But don't try to analyze, don't try to describe your own self. How you can do that? Vigyatare can vijaniya, who is knower of all, through which you will know that. That is beyond your reach, beyond your thinking. So whatever is divine, that is not, subject of your, discrimination. That is not subject of your thought. That is only subject of your belief. But whatever is terrestrial, that is not subject of your belief. That is subject of your discrimination. You try to discriminate that and try to analyze that and try to use your brain for that. Okay? Then you will be a real religious person. So religion has great place in your life. And this such kind of religion is related with your heart and brain, your faith and wisdom, because it has you have two aspects in your life. One is mortal and other is immortal. Whatever immortal, that is only subject of faith, and whatever is mortal, that is subject of wisdom. Because you can analyze that, you can understand that, okay? You can discriminate that. You can understand its own position, its own ability, its own power, its own quality, its own property. But whatever is beyond your wisdom, beyond your reach, beyond your mind, you only can accept that, you can only believe in that. You can't describe that. Due to this, in Vedanta philosophy there is one process that is called neti neti. Neti neti means you must start your journey from analytical point of place. And you think, you try to analyze. Is that? Because whatever you are analyzing, that is not that. Where there your wisdom stop, where your intellect stop, okay? That analyzer stop itself. Then there will be neither analyzer nor process of analysis and not that subject of analysis too. But that will finish. That's called neti neti. Neti neti means naiti, not this, not this, not this, not this. When you will reach at that point, there will be no, seeker. There is no, that person who is questioning. Automatically your quest will finish at that stage, and you will be only one. Your, real self will be only one. But that is beyond your mind, beyond your wisdom, beyond your thought. So you will be one with that. This is another process. So in any way, if you are using your heart and thought for highest good and highest truth, you are a religious person. Okay? If you are not using your brain, if you are not using your thought, if you are not using your heart for highest good, for higher, consciousness, for higher causes, you are not a religious person. Though religion is your life, religion is your very essential part of life, but you are not religious because you are not aware about that. Okay? As you can understand in this way, everybody has knowledge, but has wisdom, has mind, has all means for knowledge, but everybody else is not wise man. Why? If he has wisdom, he has mind, he has every means, can achieve higher knowledge, why he is not a wise man? Why? What is the cause? Because he is not able to use all these means. Due to this, he is not wise man. But he must be wise man. Wiseness is residing in his life, there is no doubt. But he is not aware about that. In the same way, everybody is religious, there is no doubt. Because religion is residing in his own life. He can't live without religion. A single moment, and he is not aware about that. Due to this, though he has religion, but he is not a religious person. Because he is not using his ability, his capacity, his potentiality for higher purposes. Due to this, he is not a religious person. But those who are using his mind, his heart, his all means for achieving highest good, highest purpose, he is a religious person. So I think that now, here.
मैं घंटी बजाने लगी थी.
I don't know anything. So you must be really aware about your religion. Okay? You must be aware about your religion. Religion is very essential part for your life. As I told you first, I can repeat again and again. You can live without food, without drink. You can't live without religion. Okay? You can live without food, without drink, but you can't live without heart and without brain. So property of heart, property of brain is called religion in Vedic language. Okay? I am using word religion, that is English word, but in our language that is called dharma. In Vedic tradition, that's called dharma. So dharma is very, very essential, but that is your own life. Okay? You can't live without dharma. So this is the place for understanding such kind of higher knowledge, higher philosophy. Okay? And Vedic tradition. And I hope that you will use this place and you will join us and you will understand this higher knowledge and higher philosophy. May God bless you all. May He lead you all from darkness to light, from unreal to real, from death to immortality. And my heartiest blessing and heartiest prayer from Godhead to Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. अब इसके बाद में प्रकट होता है विचार के रूप में और भाव के रूप में. भाव हृदय की संपत्ति है और विचार बुद्धि की संपत्ति है. हृदय और बुद्धि इन दोनों की जो संपत्ति है उसी को धर्म कहते हैं. हमारी आत्मा की अभिव्यक्ति दो माध्यमों से होती है, हृदय और बुद्धि की, ऐसा शास्त्र कहता है. आत्मा एक है, लेकिन जब प्रकट होती है वो फंक्शन करती है तो उसके फंक्शन के दो मुख्य केंद्र हैं, हृदय और बुद्धि. हृदय से भाव और बुद्धि से विचार, ये दोनों साथ साथ चलते हैं और इन दोनों को आत्मा का धर्म कहा जाता है. भाव और विचार ये आत्मा के धर्म है दोनों. तो भाव और विचार के बिना कोई व्यक्ति दुनिया में जीवित नहीं रह सकता. यदि भाव और विचार अपने आप बढ़ते चले जा रहे हैं बिना सोच समझ के, बिना यानी उसके हायर यानी उच्च आदर्श के, वो तो एक नेचुरल जीवन है, एक प्राकृतिक जीवन है, एक पशु का जीवन है. लेकिन जब वही भाव और विचार कोई हायर आदर्श जिसे कहते हैं, कोई उच्च आदर्श के लिए समर्पित हो जाते हैं तो व्यक्ति धार्मिक हो जाता है. धार्मिक माने धार्मिक तो पहले से ही था, लेकिन उसका सही प्रयोग होने लगा है, इसलिए अब वो धर्मनिष्ठ कहा जाता है. धार्मिक तो था लेकिन धर्मनिष्ठ नहीं था. धार्मिक होना अलग चीज है, धर्मनिष्ठ होना अलग चीज है. रामायण में तुलसीदास ने कहा नर सहस्रमा सुनो पुरारी को एक हो धर्म व्रतधारी. तो अब वो धर्मनिष्ठ बन गया. धार्मिक तो पहले से ही था. धार्मिक होना माने धर्म उसके पास था, धर्मनिष्ठ होना माने उस धर्म का अब वो प्रयोग करने लगा है, अब वो धर्मनिष्ठ बन गया. तो जब आप अपने हृदय के भाव को, अपने विचार को उच्च आदर्शों के प्रति समर्पित करते हैं तब आप धर्मनिष्ठ हो जाते हैं. और धर्मनिष्ठ होने से ही आपका उत्थान होता है. उसी में आपका कल्याण होता है, अन्यथा नहीं। भारत में ऐसे बहुत लोग हुए हैं जो धर्मनिष्ठ थे। यही मैंने बताया कि ईश्वर को मानना धर्मनिष्ठ होना नहीं है। बहुत लोग ईश्वर को मानते हैं, उनका जीवन देखो कितना निकृष्ट है कि आप उनकी तरफ देखना पसंद नहीं करते। हाँ? ईश्वर को तो रावण भी मानता था, कंस भी मानता था, हिरण्यकश्यप भी मानता था। भारत में इस युग में औरंगजेब हुआ जिसने सारे मंदिर ढा दिए थे, जो यानी 1 लाख हिंदुओं का रोज वध करने का नियम लिया था। वो भी धर्मनिष्ठ था, उसकी बड़ी आस्था थी अपने धर्म में। कुरान लिख करके तो उससे अपनी रोटी चलाता था, धर्मनिष्ठ था अपने लिए। लेकिन मेरे कहने के प्राय बहुत से ऐसे धर्मनिष्ठ मिलेंगे जिन्होंने रोज आदमियों की हत्या करने का व्रत ले रखा है, लेकिन वो धर्मनिष्ठ नहीं, क्योंकि उन्होंने अपने हृदय और विचार को उच्च आदर्श के लिए नहीं समर्पित किया है। वो अंधकार में भटक रहे हैं धर्म के नाम पर। सही धर्म जो है वह हृदय और बुद्धि को उच्च आदर्श के लिए समर्पित करना है, और जो ऐसा करता है वही धर्मनिष्ठ कहा जाता है। और ऐसे धर्मनिष्ठ को ही जीवन में सुख और शांति प्राप्त होती है। तो आप लोग धर्मनिष्ठ बने, यह मेरी प्रभु से प्रार्थना है। इसी शुभकामना के साथ मैं अपने विचारों को विश्राम देता हूँ, और फिर अभी तो मैं यहाँ हूँ, फिर आप लोग इस बात करेंगे।
दिस इज न्यू कॉन्सेप्ट, नेक्स्ट टाइम है।
अच्छा भाई,
धर्मनिष्ठ और धार्मिक न्यू कॉन्सेप्ट है ये तो।
हाँ, अब जरा प्रार्थना कर लें, फिर ये लोग अपनी बात करेंगे। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः,
ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः,
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं,
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं,
भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि,
भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि,
धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्,
धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्।
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः,
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः,
सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः,
सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः,
सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु,
सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु,
मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्।
मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्।
ओम पूर्णमदः
ओम पूर्णमदः
पूर्णमिदं
पूर्णमिदं
पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते,
पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते,
पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय
पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय
पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते।
पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते।
ओम शांति शांति शांति।
क्यों उपाधि
एक बात मैं जो हिंदी में नहीं बताया तो भी बता दूं कि यह स्थान जो है ये इसीलिए है कि यहाँ आप लोग आए बैठे और धर्म से संबंधित ज्ञान विज्ञान युक्त चर्चाएं सुने। और कल हमारे यहाँ के जो कार्यकर्ता थे उनका पहले का पीरियड पूरा हो गया था, और दूसरे कार्यकर्ता अब कार्यभार संभाले हैं आज से। तो मैं उन सभी को बहुत बहुत आशीर्वाद देते हुए प्रभु से प्रार्थना करूंगा कि वे अपने इस कार्य को जैसे पहले कार्यकर्ता ने वहां से चलाकर यहाँ तक लाए, वैसे ही अब इसको और आगे वृद्धि करेंगे, और अधिक से अधिक ये जो मैं आप लोगों को विचार दे रहा हूँ, इस प्रकार की विचारधारा जो कि किसी सेक्ट से संबंधित नहीं है, उसको दुनिया के मनुष्यों तक पहुंचाने के लिए प्रयत्नशील होंगे। अनंत शुभकामनाओं के साथ मैं अपने मिशन के न्यू वर्किंग कमेटी का स्वागत भी करता हूं और उन्हें आशीर्वाद देता हूं। और जो पहले की वर्किंग कमेटी रही है जिसने बहुत परिश्रम किया मिलकर के और जो इस स्तर तक ले आए, आप लोगों को मालूम है कि पहले ये मंदिर गोल्फ में शुरू हुआ, चंद्रकांत कोठारी प्रेसिडेंट थे, उन्होंने अपना स्थान इसके लिए दिया और बहुत परिश्रम किया। सब लोगों ने मिलकर के वहां पर उसका क्रम 2 वर्ष से ऊपर चला, और उसके बाद में फिर सब ने मिलकर के इस स्थान को खरीदा और यहाँ परमानेंट मंदिर की व्यवस्था कर दी। और अब चंद्रकांत के स्थान पर डॉक्टर राव प्रेसिडेंट बने हैं, और उस समय जयवीर थे सेक्रेटरी। अब हमारी प्रिय बेटी क्या नाम शांता दुबे वो सेक्रेटरी हैं, और दूसरे कार्यकर्ता क्या बोलते हैं यादव, क्या नाम उसका, अमरनाथ यादव, वो पहले भी कैशियर थे, अब भी कैशियर हैं। वाइस प्रेसिडेंट हमारे विजय सोलंकी और महेश नंदा जी हैं और 2 और सेक्रेटरी हैं, एक उषा आनंद और एक अरुण मालविया। तो ये वर्किंग कमेटी के कार्यकारी जो हैं वो हैं, और बाकी उनके साथ जितने अन्य डायरेक्टर हैं उनका हम सबका नाम कहाँ तक लेंगे, 15 आदमी है। वैसे मैं थक तो नहीं जाऊंगा, लेकिन देर ज्यादा हो रही है, तो वो सब मिल करके इस काम को आगे बढ़ाएंगे। और इसके लिए मैं सभी को बहुत बहुत आशीर्वाद और प्रभु से प्रार्थना करता हूँ कि उनमें ऐसी सामर्थ्य दे जिससे इस कार्यक्रम को और आगे ले जाए। ये कार्यकारिणी जो बनती है ये तो एक नाम मात्र की होती है, वैसे सबके सहयोग से ही काम होता है। तो जो काम पहले हुआ वो भी सबके सहयोग से हुआ, जो अब आगे होगा वो भी सबके सहयोग से होगा। कल मैंने बताया था ये सबके बाप का घर है, किसी अकेले का नहीं। हा? तो सबका अपना पूरा अधिकार है। यहाँ आओ, भगवान तो सबका पिता है। हम कल कह रहे थे कि लोग कहते हैं ना कि ये तुम्हारे बाप का घर है, तो ये कहो कि हाँ ये मेरे बाप का घर है। परमात्मा का घर सबके बाप का घर है, तो सबका अपना स्थान है, सबके बाप का घर है। जरूर यहाँ आप लोग आइए सामूहिक रूप में और इसका लाभ उठाइए। इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ मैं पुनः सबके प्रति प्रभु से प्रार्थना करते हुए अपने विचार देता हूँ। हरे
उपस्थित प्रोग्रामियों, हम ज्यादा लेट नहीं, सिर्फ 10 मिनट लेट हैं। वो इस कारण कि कार्यक्रम 10 मिनट लेट से हुआ था। आज से आधा घंटा बोलने के लिए डॉक्टर राहुल को आज्ञा दी है, और ये 10 मिनट अच्छे पेशेंट नहीं है, बात नहीं मानते। तो आइए 2-4 मिनट भगवान मारुति के चरणों में प्रार्थना करें। जो बातें हम सभी अभी सुन रहे थे कि हमारा धर्म है, हमारा बल, हमारी बुद्धि और हमारा हृदय, उसके विकास में सहायक है। उन्हीं से प्रार्थना, भगवान मारुति बल बुद्धि के निधान है। तो कार्यक्रम के अंत में हम उनसे यही प्रार्थना करेंगे कि हे प्रभु, आप कृपा के सिंधु हैं, आप ही हमारे ऊपर कृपा करके हमारे इस मन बुद्धि को इस तरह से प्रेरित कीजिए कि हम सही में अपने धर्म को पहचान सकें। तो मेरे साथ मिलकर के गाना है। जय कृपा सिंधु जन बंधु अंजनी लाला, प्रभु मो पर हो कृपाला। जय कृपा सिंधु जन बंधु अंजनी लाला, प्रभु मो पर हो कृपाला। जय कृपा सिंधु जन बंधु अंजनी लाला, प्रभु मो पर हो कृपाला। जय भगत जनन के पालक घालक कल के, जय भगत जनन के पालक घालक कल के। जय राम दूत जय पवन पूत निधि बल के, जय राम दूत जय पवन पूत निधि बल के। जय महावीर रणधीर देव प्रतिपाला, प्रभु मो पर हो कृपाला। जय महावीर रणधीर देव प्रतिपाला, प्रभु मो पर हो कृपाला। जय कृपा सिंधु जन बंधु अंजनी लाला, प्रभु मो पर हो कृपाला। जय दीनन के दुख हरता भरता जन के, जय दीनन के दुख हरता भरता जन के। जय असुर निकंदन जगवंदन संतन के, जय असुर निकंदन जगवंदन संतन के। हो तुम्ही सहायक कबीर बरबाला, प्रभु मो पर हो कृपाला। हो तुम्ही सहायक कबीर बरबाला, प्रभु मो पर हो कृपाला। परिवार तक, जैसे मैंने पहले भी निवेदन किया था, योगानंद जी, पूज्य कृष्णकांता जी, आचार्य श्री यहीं विराजमान है। तो आप सभी से अनुरोध है कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा संख्या में पहुंचकर इन विचारों का लाभ लीजिए। और हर रोज सायंकाल 8 बजे से 9 बजे तक जब हमने संकीर्तन और आरती का कार्यक्रम रखा है, उसमें पहुंच करके भी आप इनके विचारों से लाभ ले सकें। तो आप सबसे प्रार्थना है आरती के लिए खड़े।